everyone, and welcome to another session of Latino World Travelers Expert Sessions. Today, we are going to have an incredible session, and I cannot wait for you to enjoy it. We are going to first do a little bit of housekeeping. You're more than welcome to use the chat to ask questions, engage, share your experiences. At the end of the session, we're going to have a follow-up session for Q&A. And please mute yourselves so we can listen to everything our presenter is going to share with us. Replays will be available in our YouTube channel, so more than welcome to watch it later and take more notes. Take this time to ask as many questions as you want, because you want to make sure your time is worth it being here. And we're here to spark curiosity for travel, and in this case, for monetizing your travels. So continue traveling around the world and diversifying the first phase of travel. And let's continue, like we always say, dreaming, discovering, and inspiring other Latinos to travel. So today we have with us Feuza, and she is going to show us how to use affiliate marketing to continue traveling, to monetize our blog. So I'm excited to introduce her. Let's welcome Feuza.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. Thank you for having me. It's great to be here, everyone. I hope to meet some of you in person around the world somewhere or at one of the meetups for Vanessa. Vanessa, just quick question. If more people are coming in, you still are able to, even though I'm the host, to admit them in, right? I don't have to.
Correct. Yes.
Just to make sure. So if you're joining now, I did ask if you have a blog or if you don't. And a lot of you said, half of you are like, yes, the other ones are more on the content creation side and some are new. Nina is in Bali. Very nice. Awesome. And some of you have, and others you're new, but you're curious. And the great news about affiliate marketing is, so one question I get about affiliate marketing is, when should you start? And the answer is now, today. There is no threshold. There is no website traffic that you need to get started with affiliate marketing. And that to me is a beautiful thing. So I'm glad you guys are here. Some of the stuff might not, let's say, make sense, because if you don't have a blog, so it might be all new to you, but we're going to have the Q&A portion, and hopefully it'll just really just inspire you to get started. So let me just start sharing my screen here. So I just love Canva presentations, don't get me. So I'm not going to see the comments for now, but Vanessa, feel free to interrupt me. My style of teaching is very I like engagement. I'm laid back. I switch things around. I'm more in the casual side, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but definitely let me know if you want to pause and ask a question. So before we even get started, though, I do have a favor. I would love for you, I'm going to do a little contest. So at State 22, we have a t-shirt that's called Monetize, Travel, and Repeat, because the goal for monetizing one's blog is so you can travel more. That's what we're here for. This is what unites us. That's, Vanessa and I have had some chats like how, as an immigrant, because I'm originally from Brazil, travel now for me and my family is being redefined, because travel when I was a child, it was just about visiting family. So there wasn't this incentive even to explore Brazil. We would stay in one place because of a limited time. So all of us are here because we love to travel. And the beautiful thing about having a travel blog is that you can monetize it, and that could help you travel even some more. So I'm going to run a little contest, and one of you is going to win that shirt, Travel, Monetize, and Repeat. Obviously, I'm going to need your address later. All I want you to do is actually share to your Instagram stories, maybe something you learned today, a little screenshot, take a photo, boomerang, but just tag State 22 and Fuse Travels, so Fuse Travels. And then I will pick someone after, a random winner will win after, just for fun, just for some engagement, and to show my boss that I'm actually doing work as well. All right, awesome. I just like little contests like that. All right, thank you. So getting started with affiliate marketing. First of all, just a little bit more about me. I am originally from Brazil. My name is Feuza. well, it's Feuza in Portuguese, but a lot of people have a hard time pronouncing it. And people in English, my name is Feuza, and people just started. I had some actually Egyptian high school friends that they are the ones who were the first time started calling me Fuse, and then later it just kind of became easier and easier because I would have to pronounce my name. And if anybody else has a difficult name that pronounce versus the how it's written, you know what I'm saying? It gets complicated. So just keep it simple. So people do call me Fuse. So I'm Brazilian born and Jersey raised, which really means I have a loud laugh and I talk with my hands. And, you know, sometimes the Jersey accent comes out, but I've left Jersey 10 years ago. In my previous life, let's call it, I actually was a photographer. I've been a photographer for 14 years, and my business started off as a wedding photographer. And through that, I actually became an SEO strategist. So I taught SEO for photographers, helping photographers get found online for 10 years. So I'm really super passionate about organic marketing strategies. And like, I just love the idea that people can find me, my business or brand for free. And in talking about affiliate marketing, we could even make money for that. So like I said, I'm a photographer. I'm more on the travel writing side of things. I do love my TikTok Fuse Travels, but I'm not really doing, you know, huge hotel campaigns, brand campaigns, and those things are all available as well. It's just a different form of monetization. My blog is Fuse Travels, and I work for a travel tech company called Stay 22, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm a partnerships manager, and you'll see what Stay 22 does. So what I love about working at Stay 22 is that I still get to be in the industry that I love, and I get to travel. I'm actually off to Europe in 2 weeks for a whole month, traveling abroad and you know, pursuing that dream that I have of being a digital nomad. And that's just a little glimpse. So if any of y'all have done that, send me tips on Instagram or something. That's just a little bit about me. Okay, so what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is basically when it's basically like a referral, I think about it, right? Affiliate marketing means that I, the user of something, can sign up for a program to become an affiliate and make commission if somebody buys through me. And if you look at it, so many companies, I'll probably have to say 70% of companies have an affiliate program that you can sign up to. So when I started an affiliate with affiliate marketing, I started actually when I was a photographer. I just really looked at what are softwares that I'm using that I like that I could list on my blog. So like, what's the newsletter program that I have that I like? You know, what is the, and then I'll check to see if they have an affiliate program. So here, I really like this diagram from BigCommerce is how does the affiliate program work? So the affiliate, that would be us, shares a link or an ad on their website or social media. A customer, potential customer will click and they'll actually have to make that purchase. That purchase is called the conversion. That conversion needs to be tracked so they know that it came through you in order for you to make the money. The affiliate is paid a commission. So there are many, many programs that have, or many companies, let's say, that have brands that you can sign up and be an affiliate when a sale is made. So example, side note, Vanessa did a great thing. She's like, the Stay 22 have affiliate program because we're going to have these people on the webinar. Since we are not a paid program and we are in a commission sharing model, we don't, because that ends up being kind of almost like a pyramid scheme and weird. And it's also Canada with its rules and stuff. But let's say if it costs something to sign up for Stay 22, then it would make sense for us to have a referral program, right? Because then like it costs $30 and Vanessa can make 10% out of that or something like that. So not everyone has an affiliate program, but affiliates are really becoming a mainstream source of advertisement. If you look at it, like, let's just stop and look at the fashion world for a second. I don't know if you've ever seen LTK or these fashion influencers. They've been so powerful with what the stuff they're selling on Amazon that TikTok opened up their whole new shop because they want to bank on that money. All of that is just affiliate marketing. And it's just phenomenal. So if you look at some stats, and I thought it was important to just look at some quick stats, the market value for affiliate marketing is over $17 billion this year. That is huge. They estimate that, so it is estimated that affiliate marketing spending will be around $13 billion. And then for next year, right, the value is 17 billion. It's going to go up to 27.78 billion by 2027, which is around a 91% increase. If you also go to Google Trends, the word affiliate marketing has had a 50% increase in the last, I think, 8 or 10 years, because it has become more mainstream. A lot of people know about it. And again, if you look at big companies, they're going from the traditional advertising media to, you know, those big outdoor signs, banners, traditional magazine and print. That's all dissolving. And now they are realizing their funds to make money in other ways. One big way is through affiliate marketing. So what are the benefits of affiliate marketing? It is super easy to do. It's so easy to get started. You just have to typically apply. All right. Now, there are exceptions. Some of these applications, you know, I kind of Amazon can get a little bit more complex if you're brand new, and some other ones can get complex if you're brand new. But today we're going to talk about some easy ones. So one of my core values in life, I like easy things and convenient things, and which is funny because as a traveler, that, you know, many times it's not easy or convenient, but I still love it so much and I do it. So it's easy to get started. And technically you don't need a website. But I have to say that the high earning creators, when it comes to affiliate marketing, they do. And my fear of solely relying on social media is that it really can go away. So recently, Tamiko, for example, posted, there was a huge YouTuber who did a video and he was like crying because he had a huge channel and they just took it away. And that was like his livelihood. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, it's also good to have diversity and to diversify, right? So remember, what we're talking about today is very different than working with hotels, getting the free stays, or working with the tourism boards and press trips. So next year, Vanessa, we could do one about that because I'm getting more experience with that. So it's not like you have the influencer side of things where you can work in exchange for products or free stays, work in exchange for free stays plus payment, because, you know, the bigger the influencer, obviously they're going to have a fee, and they should, you know, rightfully so. And then there's also that side of influencer where they might be showcasing a product and then they have an affiliate link. Anybody who purchases, they continue making that money. Today, we're solely really focusing on affiliate marketing, more so for the blog. No cost or low cost. So usually it's no cost because you don't have to have inventory. It's not like you're opening up your own e-commerce shop. You're just really promoting other people's e-commerce shop. And it could be low cost. There can be some costs. So I'll give you an example. TikTok does have a shop now where they're giving people credit. Like I got the $50 credit. So I bought 3 things and it cost me like the shipping, but I can promote these things on my TikTok account and I could actually earn commission in the TikTok account. Like I did the e.l.f. Halo Glow. And they're like, oh, because they want you to post. And after I post, they're like, okay, now you're going to get more credit. So they're giving people credit in order to test this out. You might have to pay for shipping. Now, it is very scalable. One thing I love about affiliate marketing, we're really here for the long-term gain. This is not a quick scheme. You know, you're going to make 10K in 90 days. No, I'm going to keep it real. This is scalable. It is a long-term, but it grows along as you grow. As your blog grows, your affiliate income should grow as well. All right. So when, like I said, as soon as possible. So let's say right now, for the people that do not have a blog, if you have a TikTok, if you have an Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, you still can sign up. Like technically you actually don't even need any, well, maybe like a Facebook personal account where you just, anywhere where you could voice, hey, I use this product or whatever, and it's great, then you could technically sign up. Now, some places might have thresholds. They might want you to have 1,000 followers here, and they might have certain criteria. But we, you know, I always say at stage 22 is like, it's never too early. It's never too late, and it's never too early, because guess what? The really high earning bloggers, they started at zero. Like you start at zero, unless you're like someone, a celebrity who then launches a blog or launches like, you know, a YouTube account that might overnight get 100,000 subscribers because you're already a well-known entity, but everyone starts at zero. So I think that's really refreshing and good to hear that you can start right away. So where? So social media, like I said, blog, even newsletter. So let's say, you know, for example, Vanessa, let's say she's built whatever X amount of members through her community. Let's say she didn't have a blog and she had just Instagram in her newsletter. She can add links in her newsletter and social media. Again, I do think from what I've seen, as far as the affiliate marketing is concerned, it is easier to make money on the blog versus social, because social, it's organic, it can take a while unless you already have those numbers. And there are always exceptions. And again, in the social media, it's more of those brand campaigns that you're getting paid regardless if you make a sale or not, if it sells or not, which is different than affiliate marketing, because with affiliate marketing, you do need the actual sale to go through, if that makes sense. All right, so what? So speaking of, let's focus down now on our niche, which is travel. What can we promote in order to get commission, in order to get an affiliate income? Hotels, number one. Number two, experiences and tours. 3, gear. Gear is another big one, especially for the sometimes the fellas that get a little bit more techie. That can happen. The guys who really like YouTube and they're doing like product reviews and gear reviews. But like, I just got a new bag that everyone was talking about, the viral bag on TikTok, on Amazon. And I am signed up for the Amazon program as well. And I could feature that. I could also make money off of that too. So fashion is another one. So we do have some travel creators where they're, you know, one of our partners, Daily Curls, she's about her curly hair. And her stuff is more lifestyle stuff. Like her travel, she also travels, but you know, she's more on the fashion side of things, right? Also software. So let's say there was like some kind of software that you recommend. And in a way, these booking engines are almost like software. Then travel insurance. There's also like car rentals, you know, I'm probably forgetting another one, but you get the idea of some of the things that you can promote. So I want to talk about, to me, out of those 3, the biggest earning potential one, I mean, there are exceptions. Again, it depends on your traffic, it depends on your audience, but accommodations, hotels usually is the bigger ticket item. Now, I didn't add flights on there because they pay like, it's like you'll get like 80 cents a flight. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you. We do have flights at Stage 22 and you get very little for flights. It's just not one that, you know, it's not one of the big ones. So I want to talk a little bit about Stage 22. So the things, well, before that, again here, sorry, just going to before. So accommodations. So when we talk about accommodations, it's going to be hotels, apartments, and packages. Airbnb no longer allows for affiliate marketing. They used to have a program, and I think Airbnb experiences, I think some people might still benefit. But right now it doesn't. Oops, I clicked. Hold on, let's go back. They don't allow it. So with us, we do, for example, Stage 22, we do have VRBO. So let's say your blog focuses on bigger groups, generational or family. You might want to swap out the Airbnb links for the VRBO placements. Experiences, tours, activities, transportation sometimes gets forgotten about. And remember, everyone needs like how to get from the hotel, like to the airport to the hotel. People book transportation all the time. Again, products, the gear, fashion, software, you got the idea there. So display types. How can we display these things on our site? So the first one, it's links. In the affiliate marketing world, they're called deep links. They're just called deep links because it ends up being like this longer link in order for it to attribute to you. Also a deep link because it's not just a regular link, it's a link with these attributes. So we know, oh, this came from Maritza's site, for example, right? So these are links within blog posts and even social media. If you have a link tree type of thing on your social media, or if you have a YouTube channel, you'll put these links in your description. So links, we all know what links are. Then the widgets, there's also widgets. So the widgets are more on the blog side. They're the photo-like display of experiences or hotels. So it could be like a grid, like a list. And I'm actually going to show you guys the back end of my Vider and Get Your Guide, so you guys can just see the differences of how it like visibly can look on the blog. Then there's also, for some, like Vider has banners. Some people have buttons. But in Stay 22, one thing that we do have is maps. And I'll show you guys a little bit about that. So maps are, they actually, out of these, and Vider has also said this, the links will outperform the widgets, which I'm very always shocked at, because I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, I'm creative, I like visually seeing the tour, visually seeing the experience. But Vider has come out and said that their links outperform their widgets. And for us too, we've seen some people do very well with maps, but it's a different kind of blogs that they have. But links usually outperform these other things. But why would I still use a widget or a map? For UX. I think it's pretty. Or, you know, with my map, if somebody's playing in my map, they're going to stay longer. And that's a good SEO thing. That's good for Google, if that makes sense. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about Stay 22. So Stay 22, we act like a one-stop hub for the accommodation affiliates. We do not have experiences yet. That's in the work for next year. So when you sign up to Stay 22, you get access to all our providers. It says partners here, but they're really providers. Who are providers? It's Booking.com, Expedia, VRBO, Hotels.com, Hotels Combined, which I had never heard of before working at Stay 22, but I think it's more of a Europe thing. I'm not sure. TripAdvisor for accommodations, but TripAdvisor, you don't make that much money because it is based off like the click impression instead of the actual booking. There's Trivago and Kayak. Again, Kayak, you make like peanuts. I'm always like, what is this? This person bought like this $800 flight. I'm getting $1, but it's okay. Still extra money. Expedia, you do make the income off the full package. So if somebody booked the hotel, car, and flight, you are making commission off of everything. Now, you don't make commission off cruises, unfortunately. I wish you did. So I'm not usually promoting cruises, but maybe these cruise ships have their own affiliate program. I'm not sure because that's not my area of travel. I actually never been on a cruise, which is kind of silly because I live in South Florida. I forgot to say that I'm based in South Florida, but hopefully next year I'll have my first experience of the cruise. So when you sign up to us, the cool thing is you get access. You do not need to go to Expedia and sign up for their program. So that's why I like seeing it as a one-stop hub instead of like, oh my God, I have to sign into 5 different places to look at my commissions. It's all in one place. You don't need a minimum threshold for for traffic. You do need to have a blog. That is a requirement. So for those who will have a blog later, we'll get in touch later. So let me explain how it works, and then just basically our products, right? So our main product, it's called LMA. They're French over there, so it's Let Me LA. It includes 3 features. The first part is the links. So let's say you sign up to Stay 22, you're going to get a custom script. We install that script. That script gets installed on your site. The script is going to automatically look and scan your whole site and check to see if you've ever linked to Booking, Expedia, hotels, any of those, and it's going to automatically transform those links through Stay 22. So you don't have to manually go back and do anything. So we love that. Automation rocks. Now, if you've never booked to a booking engine, so let's say you've covered a bunch of hotels or a few hotels on your blog, but you link directly to the hotel, you're never going to make money on that because it's linked directly to the hotel. Then you would have to go back and change those links over. So let's say I'm looking for the hotel Made in New York City. When using Stay 22, all you need to do is go to Expedia, find Made New York City, and grab that listing. That's it. There is no 2-step link process where you have to get that link and then generate that link. It directly goes in my blog, and I know my script is going to automatically give me the credit, and I don't have to do anything else. So we have the links part, which is the deep links. Then we also have one of my favorites, which is we have this AI booking engine. They called it the POP. I do not like that name, to be honest. So don't tweet, don't Instagram about that. So how does this AI booking engine work? Well, it's going to basically evaluate every user that gets on your site, and it's going to give that user a score. It's going after users that are not clicking on the hotel links. It's the user that is engaged in your content, and they look at a few things. How long are they staying on your blog post? Are they highlighting anything in your blog post? Are they clicking on any other types of links that's not hotels related? So if the AI evaluates that this user has a high intent to travel, then they will show a new box or an under pop on the phone. It's a new tab showing hotels in whatever your blog post talks about. And it's going to choose which booking engine it thinks it will convert better. So one thing that a lot of travel creators are very shocked is that if your blog is mostly US users, Expedia is #1 for the US. It's not booking.com. So a lot of our partners come up and they're only using booking.com links. And then what happens is the AI thing is going to give you extra bookings. It doesn't require links, and then they're shocked at the results because they're like, oh my God, I just got a hotels.com booking. Oh my God, I got Expedia booking. And then after like a month or two, then they're like, oh, maybe I should be using this on the link side. All right. Then there's also the maps. And then we also have the alley part is just our old link generator. Because let's say you needed to add a link to your social media or newsletter or YouTube, then you're going to have to manually generate the link because the script only works on your site. So links, AI, and manual links and maps. That's really our product. And I like it also because it's just simple and easy to remember and to do. So again, for the links, you're just going to link to the booking engine. You're never linking directly to the hotel. The manual links, you will have to like manually create them in order. So another thing with the manual links, I use my own affiliate links for my own travel bookings. So I make money off of my own travels, and that's totally legit to do. I also create the shortcut link for the WhatsApp group for the family for them to use my link if they are booking travel, right? Like, why not make commission off the family and friends? And, I mean, many times they don't use my link, to be honest, or they don't like, whatever, or they want to go direct to the flight and not use Booking or Expedia. But that's another way to make income too. All right, so the pop, like I said, with the AI goes after leftover intent. It rates each user. So I had a blog post called "The 5 Tickets You Need for the Vatican." The AI is also really good for the people that are not talking a lot about hotels, because maybe your style travel is more outdoor travel, right? Current does all the stuff on airplanes and flights. So this is also good to basically still try to capture that travel intent on blog posts that you're not talking about hotels. 5 tickets you need for the Vatican. The AI analyzed this user, it was going. Like they want these tickets, maybe they even booked the ticket. So it popped, and they actually booked 2 nights in Rome and 1 night in Florence. I never thought I would get a hotel booking off a blog post that doesn't even talk about hotels. So that is the power of the AI, and no links needed. So it only shows to about 3% of your audience. It's very non-intrusive. So these are common questions we get. It's very non-intrusive. That's why I don't like that they called it pop, because pop sounds like it's popping all over, and it's not. So you actually won't see it on your site. But if a user comes to your site, they will only see it. Let's say if they do see it, it will only show again in 40 days. So we've kept the UX part just really, it's really important to us, and also like Google guidelines and other things. So how do you get started with Stay 22? In our chat, I did add a little form if anyone is interested. Just submit that form, just name, email, and your address, because then I could send you the registration link to register to our hub. Then you get assigned a partner success associate, and that person will send you your custom script, and they're going to be like your customer support if you ever needed anything in reporting that you're not seeing. Then you might need to update some posts if you've never done this before, if this is brand new. All right, so choose hotels to feature. Find the link on the booking engine, add that hotel in your blog post. Now, Something else that I do on my own blog, Feuza Travels, is let's say I'm like, don't have a specific hotel in mind. I might use the map. So for example, my blog post, Spain with kids, like, or there was one I talked about Barcelona, and I just knew the best neighborhoods to stay. I embedded a map, which shows many options for the user to go find their own hotel. Another thing I do in the beginning, sometimes it'll be like, oh, if you're looking for, you know, I always look at, well, to book. So for example, I go to Italy a lot. To find Italy deals, I always go and look in Expedia first to see if there's any bundle deals versus like flight and hotel separately. That way I'm just linking to Expedia, or sometimes I'll even do the search, like, and I'll put Rome and I'll grab that link of the search results and just put Rome. So that there's other ways to naturally use these links without it sounding like, you know, you're pitching these hotels all the time. Then there are specific blog posts that you can do that are very hotel specific, like a review of whatever hotel you stayed in, Puerto Rico or Cancun, etc. All right, so again, if you're interested in Stay 22, you're just going to fill out a quick form. There's more info, like, but we're going to talk about other things now. And, you know, if you guys have further questions, you could let me know. Just fill out the quick form if you're interested. It is free to sign up because it is a commission sharing model. And basically your success is our success. The more money you make, the more money we make. So we like everyone to be successful. All right, so I'm going to share now the part on experiences. So basically I covered the hotels. Now I'm going to share the part on experiences. I'm not going to get into gear and fashion because that's more of an Amazon. That's really not my area of expertise. So I have signed up, and you could see the link here for the on top, partnerresources.vider.com. I think that's just how I logged in. So Vider, free to sign up. So my stuff, there's a lot of Europe content. So Vider and Get Your Guide. I also have tickets, TIQ. I think there's no U. They just spell it differently because since Day 22 didn't have the experiences yet, like I wanted to make sure that I wanted to also try and monetize tours and experiences and other things. Because when somebody, the goal with blogs like this, or even like social media, you're trying to be a resource for those people. Like nobody wants, people are lazy. They want to like, if they want like the ultimate guide to, you know, traveling to I don't know, Tulum. They want it all there. They want like which tours, which boat rides, transportation, hotels, etc. Like it's just for them, it's great if they could find it in one spot. So let me just see if there's any questions so far. And I'm going to actually log in to my Vider so you guys could see. One moment. Okay. Are we good on questions? Let me make sure that I am logged in. Okay. We good, Vanessa?
Yes,
awesome.
You're great. No
Okay.
questions.
So this is what the dashboard looks like. And I just signed up like, cause I was right after TBAC. So it's been like a month that I've been to Vider, and I'm still going back to blog posts now and adding these. So you'll see here that they have a few more things. So they have a banner, they have the links. They also have this Vider Select. This is the one that I haven't really done. I'm not sure. It's almost like a shortcut to the links, but that one I really haven't done. I love the widgets. I'm kind of like a widget addicted. So if you see here, look how many widgets I have done. Woohoo. So it's very easy to do. You're basically, I'm just going to preview here so you can see. So I know that these cards, people can save money. So like a lot of the big city cards in Europe, they have the city card. So you could find that there. And if anybody books, then you're going to make a commission off of it. So the Rome with Teens thing, I here basically did this as instead of a grid, it's like grid or list. So if I go here, I go here, and let's say there's a couple things. Let's say you've done the tour, you know the name of the tour, you know it, and you could find it and feature that. But let's say you don't. I could put here by category, or by, I just think, or by the tour activity as well. I think it's easier to just kind of sometimes pick the city. So let's say I'm going to do Rome. So I come here, they even might, you know, here for bigger cities, they even, you see how they're getting like the museum, they're getting a little bit more specific. Or I could do Vatican. Okay. So here, now I'm going to get the widget preview. I can say, and then you got to test this out on your theme, because mine, I think the 4 looks good. I think I do 4. So my 4 actually shows up here. You could also see how it's going to look in mobile. So it's like a list. You could pick the language, you could pick the currency and this. So you could do list view or grid view. I do like grid view. The next thing you want to do, they make you name this. So let's say, you know, Vatican Museum experiences. The campaign tracking, I actually think this is important. So usually I will just take like Roma tweens. I know that it's that I added that widget in that blog post. So let's say I needed to create this for friends or family. I'll just call it, and the same thing with Stay 22. When I do the manual links there, I'll just call it fam. So then when that commission comes through, I know that it was like fam or myself. And here, this is going to help me really figure out which blog post is this coming from, especially if I talk about that city in several blog posts. Does that make sense? And then you just really go create, hold on. So it's going to generate a code. So this code just goes to an HTML block in my WordPress theme. So I do have WordPress, I have blocks. I'm just going to paste that there. So let me just grab here. So my visiting with Spain post, you'll see here's one that I did. So it was talking about some tours. And then the Stay in Barcelona, I did the Stay 22 maps. One thing I didn't do correctly here is I need to match my branding, which that's not my branding, and you can change the colors. I could also filter this. Let's say I want only high-end hotel. I could put like price. There's other manual things that you can do, but remember, I like easy and convenient. I'm just let the person pick. That's fine. So these are some maps. I don't think, and here I had more experiences talking about the next town over. So these are the widgets. Again, Vider says that links actually outperform the, but look, it's so pretty. I'm like, who wouldn't click on that? It shows how many reviews, but for some reason, people like the links. We're going to talk a little bit about best practices as well. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So the other thing they have here, so that's the widget, and that's kind of what I've been playing around with more. The links. So you have to actually find the link in, so let's say I found this one. And then here, and then same thing, I could say, oh, it's going to be in the Rome with teens. And now instead of a widget, I just have a link and I'm going to be linking to that. So there's different things you can do. So Get Your Guide and Vider, very similar. I don't know if one has more certain things than the other. So for example, I knew that with Vider, I had booked transportation. So I really wanted to sign up to Vider because I wanted to include more transportation things. And then you saw I did the Lisbon card. But one thing I just noticed in Get Your Guide, because I'm pretty new to these as well, is there's this opportunities thing here where there's also sponsorship stuff. There's things you could apply for the community, and you needed like 1,000 followers on Instagram. So there's different opportunities here, co-create with them. And I thought that was like really cool because I had not noticed that. I've been really focusing on just getting a few things on the blog. So here for their tools, it is links. So very similar here. The activity. But I like this whole like featuring a city. Isn't that cool? Like, I just like visually how it looks. There's also availability widgets if you wanted to show availability like this. That's probably the one I'm going to use less. So all in all, these things can be added to your blog, and there's different variations that you can do. So there's other programs out there, mind you, there's other things that you can sign up for. There's also places like Commission Junction is a big one where they have more things with products, with other certain things you might not find in other places. So there are more programs. I wanted to keep today's really simple because it is an intro to affiliate marketing, just so you guys could see the possibilities, especially with like the experiences. And again, for gear or fashion, that's more on the Amazon side, which Amazon has like a shop thing that you can do. And then now you also have TikTok shop. So that is one to consider as well. If you are active on TikTok, then you could, that one is a lot easier to share about products. So like luggage, makeup bags, so things that are travel related. You really should be featuring things that are still within the niche and not something like so random, right? or something that you and your ideal audience have in common. So for example, if you're covering like solo women's travel, you're not going to be, maybe talking about like something that's for the family, for the whole family. Like it also needs to make sense. So let me just skip here because I kind of talked about this already. So now I want to talk a little bit, I'm going to get just a little bit talk about creating the content, a few tips with that, because there is a difference between creating blog posts for traffic, and that is more of an SEO thing, versus creating blog posts for affiliate marketing. The cool thing is that they do work off each other. And the other cool thing is that you actually don't need a lot of traffic in order to convert for money, but you need the right type of content. So I definitely wanted to leave you guys tonight with a few best practices. And for those that have blogs, this gets a little bit more nitty gritty. So let me just go back to presenting the content. So when it comes to content or creating blog posts, let's call it, the SEO is going to be important. You cannot build a travel blog without SEO. I taught SEO for 10 years, but it was local SEO. And I feel like I'm like relearning things because I'm learning way more about user intent, which really focuses. So I'll give you an example. I did a blog post. I was going on this road trip from Lisbon to Seville. And I was going to stop at this beach place in Portugal. So it's like, oh, I'm going to create the blog post already. But the keyword I found, and we're going to talk about some tools, how you can find those keywords, because it's important to know what your audience is actually searching for versus what you think they're searching for, was like Lisbon. It was like from Lisbon to Seville. That's the keyword. Okay. I decided that the blog post should be called like 10-day itinerary. There's a problem with that. The problem is it's not matching the user intent. If someone's looking up from Lisbon to Sevilla, for example, what do you think that means? Let's see, Vanessa, what do you think? What does that mean if somebody is Googling that? What information do you think they're looking for? If anybody else wants to talk, Vanessa's muted here.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to answer.
Yes, I want you to talk. I feel like I've been talking about it. I thought I need to hear some.
Sorry. So I would assume it's like the journey, how to get from A to B, and what's in the middle, what can I see?
Right. And that sounds so obvious. And I don't know why I created this 10-day itinerary. Like I found the keyword, and for some reason I was like, yes, 10. No, it's like should be called road trip from Lisbon to Seville. The tolls. How do you get there? How long does it take? Is it easy? So we really want to match the user intent. So one thing, and this is another thing, we were at T-Bax in Greece, and this girl's like, yeah, I'm getting back to blogging, but I'm creative. And Tamiko goes, do you want to be creative or do you want to make money? And that's the exact same question that I want to ask you tonight. Do you want to be creative with your blog or do you want to make money? I want to make money so I could travel more and be creative, like on TikTok or something, or in my own life or with my family. So you do not want to just write to write, because then you're wasting time. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to say it doesn't work. You're going to think I lied to you. So really focusing on content that's going to make you money is going to help you make money even before you have the big traffic. And obviously, as you build the traffic, that matters too. But the cool thing that I like about affiliate marketing is that if you do it with that right intent, the buyer intent, oh, there's money to be made. All right, so pillar content. Another thing is, so let's say you want to write about, could somebody give me a topic, or if you're gonna new blog, what is your, I'm gonna say niche, because I dislike that word because I don't really think you should absolutely have a niche. I'm not against niches. I think niches are great, but like when we're starting, I think that's so hard. We're still trying to figure it out, So let me see, just tell me, what do you think? Also, oh, you guys were writing in here. I couldn't see. I'm sorry. Okay, so Anna, give me more. Solo travel is very broad. Where? Europe. Okay. What are your top 3 countries, Anna? Sandy's got a fan going, or her pen, or is it her pen? It's hot. Solo travel for over 50 previous immigrants' parents. Okay, for over 50. Love it. Love it. Okay. So let's say, let's get a little bit more. So we're starting broad. Let's get a little bit more nitty gritty. Okay, what kind of content do you usually create within that? So solo travel for over 50. So I'm assuming here it's women. So what are your top 3 countries? Let me see if you have top 3 countries in Europe that you would like to cover, or you have. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Anna wrote, I'm skipping to Yadira. Sorry about that. Spain, Italy, and Croatia. Okay, Spain, Italy, and Croatia. You need to write several articles surrounding that destination in order to Google really look at you and say, hey, this person's an expert on this topic, right? So that really didn't like sink into me. Again, if you're looking for an SEO expert to hire Tamika, I keep saying her name because I just remember conversations we have. So she has this great example. Would you go to a plastic surgeon that's only done 1 surgery? No. So why do you expect Google to send you traffic if you've only written 1 blog post about that location, right? So the more the merrier. So this gets a little nitty gritty with pillar content. What is pillar content? I'll give you an example. For me, Italy in October is pillar content. What are going to be the supporting columns for the pillar content? Venice in October, Tuscany in October, Rome in October, and so forth. Now, this does require a little bit of research. Like, I can't just think like, oh, I think it's this. No, I looked at actual keywords that I think people are going to look for. Not I think, research, and saw that there was room for basically ranking on there. But the point is, you're going to need supporting content. Like recently, someone was like, oh yeah, I don't do SEO. But then we asked how many articles they had written about one location, and it was like 20. It was like 1 trip. It was crazy. So they are doing SEO. So Yadira says, start in the motherland, then travel to Spanish-speaking countries. Could be Guatemala, Mexico, Colombia. Perfect. So let's say you want to start being found by your Guatemala content, then think of it. Think of the city you're going. Start doing research for that big city. What else is there? I know one topic that's come to mind a lot lately is safety. So is it safe to travel to Guatemala? Is it safe to travel to Mexico? I know, there was that big thing that happened in Cancun. So safety, I think, also has become a really popular keyword after COVID, right? People have changed the way they travel. So, and this is going to vary. So for some reason, I kind of end up doing this content about driving because we do rent a car. So now that's kind of my thing. I like, driving in Greece. Then I could do driving in Athens. Maybe your thing is snorkeling. Maybe it's other types of experiences. And, we don't all start with our thing. We might think we know what we want, and that changes. So just here, low season months, fine dining. Yes. So let's say like, so for example, today I emailed the potential prospect, and I saw that her thing was all about, she likes really nice hotels. So then I looked at her blog post, she didn't have links to the hotel. So like, maybe for you, it's brunch. I don't know. So one thing for me, the little quirky that I do, I like to find the oldest coffee shop or bar in the city I visit. That's like my thing. I'm fascinated by that because I'm just fascinated that a place has been open that long and how many stories of people have gone through that place. And I just love coffee, honestly, right? So Maribel said the world's 50 best bars. Good, that's broad. But how about Europe's best bars? How about Amsterdam's best bars? So it's like almost like a funnel. You start broad and then you start narrowing down a bit. Emergent plan, what to do if you lose your passport or get sick? That's such a great topic. So I would look up keywords like what to do if you get sick in X town. Does that make sense? Because, if a person's sick, they might be needing that information. So the other tip here is something that I had to change majorly when going from local SEO to travel writing SEO is the formatting of my blog post. So the content I always knew needed to be scannable, but since a lot of people are reading on their phone, your paragraph should not be more than 3 sentences, which is ridiculous and goes against all grammar. All the teachers are going to be like, But it's true because on the phone, those 3 sentences, it looks like 7. So you want to break up your text with images, bullets, H2. I'm not going to get nitty gritty because that's more of an SEO class. This is all so good. Oh, awesome. I love the breakdown and see how it should flow naturally. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. All right. So what else? Some affiliate best practices here when you guys start getting a little bit nitty gritty with this. So link placement, Vider has also done a test that if you put a little box in the beginning and says, you know, have no time to read this blog post, click here for the best hotel in whatever. So that actually works. Having your stuff more on top. And I know at Stage 22, our maps convert way better when it's like placement way on top. Like if you just want to stick a map all the way in the bottom, it's not going to people are not going to get there, first of all. So link placement right on top. And also, guys, like people need to know, we got to dummy proof our sites. I'm telling you, people need to know it's a link. Like, so if it's not a different color, or if it doesn't change if I hover over, like it has to be very obvious, like point here, check here. It sounds silly, but that's just how we are as humans. We're so busy. So the more clear, and sometimes even like a clear call to action, like, you know, check tours and availability here, you know, book your stay at whatever, if that makes sense. Blog post length. Now, if you're brand new, blog posts are long. Are people reading those long? No, but Google cares. So if you want to be found, you need long form blog posts. That's all I'm going to say about that. Long tail keywords. Long tail keywords. So keywords are basically the words people are typing in a Google search engine result in order to find their information. Now, what is the difference between content that's going to get you affiliate money versus just traffic? Is Barcelona worth visiting? That person is just considering, they might be in a dreamy phase. They're not ready to book. Does that make sense? Versus the best hotels in Barcelona with rooftops, I don't know, with balconies, with free breakfast, for pets, for families. So I'm not going to rank for best hotels in Barcelona. Come on, it's been done. I'm not going to rank for best hotels in Chicago. I'm not going to rank. No, but if I build enough content about Chicago and I do a nice post that says best pet friendly hotels in Chicago versus best hotels in Chicago, I have a bigger chance. So for some reason, us humans like this word best. So anything best transportation from the airport, best ways to get from Heathrow Airport to downtown London. Those are your money-making posts. Those are the posts that you should be focusing instead of like these other things that are kind of like the maybe or the, you know, dreamy phase. So one type of post is going to be good for traffic. The other type of post is going to be good for money. Because let me tell you, even if that keyword has, let's say the keyword has 50 searches a month, but imagine if you have 10 bookings from that. I mean, those things add up, right? Like if you have a blog post that's so user intense for that person in the buying persona already, and you're matching that, that's a win-win. That's a money-making machine right there. And that's something I actually am totally working on right now that I have to revamp. And it's like, it seems so obvious, but you really need somebody else to be like, okay, like these people that are making, you know, a lot of money, you know, 6 figures, leaving their income for this to become their full-time thing, it's strategy. It is not like, let's just do a bunch of blog posts and see what sticks. It's very different than social media, to be honest. All right, we're almost done. I know we'll have some questions. Key search is so I've used SEMrush. I come from an SEO background. I've been a SEMrush client for years, but for my travel stuff, I only use, and it's key search. I always forget if it's .net. I have it saved. I have to like look it up. It is worth its money in gold, let me tell you. So key search, I think .net. Let me see. Somebody uses, let me know. Yes, it's key search. No, it's not keysearch.net. It's hold on, I'll find it. It's keysearch.co. All right, it is phenomenal because it shows you. So let's say, so I looked up the word Florence in fall, right? Because I've been doing like October, sorry. I've been doing these October posts, and then I'm starting November. So I was like, okay, let's look at Florence in fall. But then key search showed me that Tuscany in the fall did better than Florence, had more search. So it shows you volume, how many people are searching per month, and then it shows you keyword difficulty. I avoid a keyword difficulty of a score of 40 or higher. Again, I'm getting a little advanced if you don't have a blog, but you could get this replay, and then when you have your blog, you just go back and do your thing. I like try to find low competition, because then I know it's going to be easier for that blog post to actually be found. Now, if you're in WordPress, I do recommend an SEO plugin. Rank Math or Yoast. I used Yoast for many years. I kind of just switched to Rank Math and I got used to it. Just something that helps guide you so you could optimize your blog posts or your found. I do recommend you always have a table of contents block in the beginning of your blog post, because people like to be able to scan. If somebody's just looking, just wants that one little piece of information, they should be able to click on it and go straight to that section on your blog. And that's also helpful for when it's posts where like it doesn't make sense for me to talk about, let's say, hotels right in the beginning, but at least I have that section that if somebody wants that info, they could go straight to it, if that makes sense. All right. Something else that I think is important about affiliate marketing is you really want to be authentic. You want to promote things that you actually believe in and that you like, right? Now, I think that's more like maybe the social media level. Like, have I promoted hotels that I haven't stayed at? Yes. If you're ethically against that, then just promote the hotels you've stayed at. Would I do a blog post if I found the keyword like 20 best wellness hotels in Tulum and I've never been to them? Yes, because it's called research. I'm going to look at reviews. I'm going to look at amenities. I'm going to look if it's adults only versus kids only. For that kind of stuff, like I am starting to use ChatGPT for some other things, that kind of stuff. For hotel recommendations, ChatGPT is not really good. They like mess up all the time. Like you'll ask for family, they'll give you adult only. They're just not there yet for that kind of stuff. But I will use ChatGPT for a blog post outline sometimes with my headings and just other ideas. And then I'm always verifying like certain information on Google. But you want to promote things that you actually like and that you share your feedback, right? I think that that does really well. I think that is more when it comes to products and things you actually use. So I'll give an example. I ordered the bag that's viral on TikTok. Everyone's like, oh, the shoe compartment is so great. But nobody has mentioned that the shoe compartment actually goes inside your bag. So it's not separate and it's taking up all the space. So like, I don't know if I'm keeping the bag. Guess what? I'm going to do a video and say, hey guys, I don't know if I like this bag and here's why. Like, you know, like don't just do a video or something because you think you're going to get a sale. It actually has to be good for your user as well. That's just a little tangent note. And I think the people that are more authentic do better anyway. All right, here's my contact info. I would love a follow on Instagram. And here is my email at Feuza at Stay22. Again, I did share the link for the form. I'm going to stop sharing so we could just do questions. Let me see. I'm like missing all the chatter here. Keysearch.co. Yes, thank you. Should we get the pro or the starter? I forgot how much I pay, if it's $14. Let me check real quick. While you guys are doing that, let me just check. Let me see if I can.
I think the starter is $17 a month.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
That's what I have. And I can actually show you, I finally logged in here. So I could show you, y'all gonna steal my keywords. I'm kidding. There's room for everybody. All right, so I'll show you real quick because I am fast. This is like, I think the only tool you need, honestly. Like, again, and I've used like expensive other tools. All right, so this is what it looks like. So you go in here and the Dolomites in November, okay, which is a place in Italy. So this is the volume, and you're like, phew, that's not so high. I'm like, well, don't worry, we'll get there. But the score, the keyword difficulty is only 28, very attainable. If you ever see anything in blue, it's called a unicorn. You write that blog post ASAP. You grab that, you grab that. The other thing I look at is competition. So my blog is only a year and a half. So I look at this link score. If it's like, I'm gonna need 40 links in order to rank, I'm like, that might be a good one. So this is more on the traffic side. So here you'll see more on the traffic site. So, but if, let's say if I'm a big hiker person, you know, I might, so looking at, I'll go here and now look at like, okay, which ones can be money making posts? Like, is there any hotels? And then here, basically you could filter by certain things. And then I actually haven't even gone into other stuff that you can do here, but I have my list. So I'll just like do research. So this one was a blog post I did. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what this competition is. Oh, I guess it's just looking competition for that. I had dropped it. So basically you can save lists. So I can come here and say, oh, I want this as a saved list. It's just a really great tool. I do not do a single blog post without it. That's all I have to say. I do not write a blog post if I don't do this research first. Like, you have to be intentional. This is a business. It's not, you know, for fun. Like, you know, and it takes hours sometimes. Well, no, many times. But I think it's so worth it at the end of the day. Why? Because this is the lifestyle that I want for me. Like, I want this freedom. I want to travel. So for me, you know, like I saw this funny video of this girl the other day. She's like, oh, when you don't want to create content, but then you don't want a real job either. So you just have to go and create the content, look cute. And it's true. Like, it is not passive income. All right. Like, it's active. Like, I'm hustling here, but there are shortcuts, which, you know, I'm like, oh, wow, I do need a few more money making intentional posts, if that makes sense. I would love to go to Dolomites either. And I don't even like the code, but I would love to go it. Oh, yes, we can do a session for SEO for the first. Yes. All right, questions, guys. Thank you so much. I hope that was helpful. I hope those of you that don't have the blog, that might have inspired you to start a blog. Again, these, you know, when it comes to SEO and building a blog, it is a long-term thing. It is not overnight. You don't go viral like TikTok. But it is rewarding. Like, the fact that you can build something and make, you know, different income streams and travel and work from where you want to, it's just, I think it's a beautiful thing. And, you know, it's taken me I'm 44, it's taken me a long time to get here, but it's never too late to start either. So, all right. Yay for additional income streams. That's right. Let me just see, was there any other questions? Vanessa says, I bold, change color, and underline. Yes, absolutely.
There were two questions. One is, as affiliate, can you buy through your own links?
Yes. Yes. I do it for Amazon. Yes. Okay. Unless they boldly tell you no. Yes. Another thing, Stay 22, totally. Another thing I forgot to mention is, whenever you are linking to an affiliate on your blog or any third party, anything you're linking in your blog that's not you, you always want to toggle open in a new tab. And also, affiliate links should be what's called a no follow. I know there's a way to like do it by default, which I haven't done it yet. So I kind of manually do it every time. So you always want to, because you never want the person to leave your blog. You kind of want both of those tabs open. So that's another little thing.
The next question is, can travel agents use these links in addition to the commission received?
On our end, yes. So for example, we have some people that work with Feuza, and they have signed up with us. One thing I didn't say, so Stay 22 is not an ad network. Ad networks are different than affiliate marketing. Ad networks, if you go to those blogs, especially the food blogs, you have all those ads that you can't even find the freaking recipe. That's an ad network. And for example, the top desired one for travel bloggers is Mediavine. You need 50,000 like visitors a month. So it takes a long time to get accepted. And then that's another extra income that you can, so everything I talked about tonight is not ads. It's links and affiliate marketing. Sorry, what was the question?
Can travel agents use the links in addition to commission received?
I think if their company is okay with it, I think the answer is yes. Why not? So, and I think it's great. So let's say you are even a freelance planner, right? So let's say you like send your link to the client. They need to book a hotel, be like, hey, this is the hotel we're staying in Paris. Here's the link. And you make money. Why not? Denali says, I've used Weebly. And when it comes to blogs, I'm all about use what you have. Like, don't make the jump yet. Do a little plan. WordPress is the best. A lot of people that go to Squarespace end up coming back to WordPress. For me, WordPress #1, I would say Squarespace #2. And when we say WordPress, it's not WordPress.com, it's WordPress.org. So it's self-hosted WordPress, which means you have to go buy your domain name. So whatever, mine, FeuzaTravels.com, you buy that first, and then you pay for hosting. So it's like rent. It's like buying your property name, and then you got to pay your mortgage in order for me to have my site up. So many times when people think that it's WordPress, they think it's WordPress.com, and it's not, because WordPress.com, you can't use plugins. And you want to be able to fully control everything because it's yours. The other guys also, like I said, if you're big on social media and if that goes away, then you don't have a platform. The goal with social media, regardless of affiliate marketing, the goal of social media is to direct everyone to your brand home place, which is your blog or your site, because you own that, right? So the question for Weebly, you could still use these affiliate links in Weebly right now. And then later, get a plan, because you're going to need some money for a nice design, or somebody maybe might want to pay someone to migrate your Weebly site for you, so you don't do that, so you don't break things. Oh, you can use plugins on WordPress.com, but only with the paid plan. Thank you. Okay, got you. Oh, great question, Anna. Once you write the blog post, are the links ongoing? They expired. They do not expire. The only thing that maybe can expire is that you're featuring something that doesn't exist anymore or is not available. So, this happened a lot with COVID. A lot of these businesses shut down. The cool thing about Stay 22 script is actually scans your site for broken links and it will fix it. So let's say the person doesn't have a listing anymore, it will find the next best thing and it'll fix broken links, specifically about hotels, because that happened with COVID. Some places just shut down. Awesome questions. Keep them coming. What engine would you recommend to start your blog? Okay. They said yes. So in that case, it's not called an engine, it's called a platform for websites. What else? Anything else? Kerwin says, I agree. Yep. Use WordPress as a software to write your blog because it gives you more. Yeah, I like control. It's mine. I own it. That's why I'm paying for it. It costs money to own it. It is an investment, but I wanted security and it's something I'm building, it's like almost like your legacy online, it's digital footprint. So you don't want somebody else to own that, just like you don't want all your eggs on Instagram or even TikTok or YouTube even, because so many people are getting shut down. It's like scary.
Do you have a website hosting that you recommend more than others?
Yeah, so I use SiteGround, but the bigger bloggers, there's two that let me get the name real quick because I actually just learned about them. I don't recommend Bluehost. I used GoDaddy for a long time, but then what happened, it just got bad. So let's look here. I'll tell you right now. It's like Kahoot. I forgot the name. There's two of them and they actually have affiliates. So if I had an affiliate for them right now, I would give you my affiliate and make some money. All right, let me find here hosting, because the girl I just hired to she's like redoing my homepage. So it's called Big Scoots. So I'm gonna write them down, it's like easier. So she says she uses, and she sent me her affiliate, so it's smart of her. So if I sign up, she's gonna get the credit. She uses this one, it's called Whooped or something, but the more boutique bloggers uses Big Scoots and Lyrical, which are ones I've never heard of because I use SiteGround. What happens in SiteGround is great customer service. It's really fast, but they give you such a great intro price and then they jack up the price the following year. So you kind of want to be mindful of that. That's why I considered switching to which, oh, did I send it just to you? I'm sorry. I thought I was sending it to everyone. That's why I was considered the WPOPT, because she said they had really great customer service. The main thing with hosting is you want your site to be fast. So if you're getting like a cheap host where they're sharing your site with so many other, it's going to slow down your site. So shared hosting can get complex. So you really want, that's why I like SiteGround to recommend. I don't recommend Bluehost. I don't recommend GoDaddy. And if you're on them, I'm not trying to scare you. If you wish to switch, make sure whoever you're switching to, they have a service where they'll migrate it for you and help you, because you don't want to be stuck with your site being down or in limbo. Yes, SiteGround has a migration service. Yeah, I just like them. I like that they have like the chat is really easy to get to when I do have a problem. So I negotiated they were going to jack up I negotiated and they came down for me. So I just like, okay, I'm not switching, because, you know, switching is always like, oh, here we go again. And what, you know, if it's working, then why fix it, right? Or change it. But okay, it's 8:16. All right, thank you guys so much. I really hope this was helpful. I didn't get to hear everyone's voices, but I hope you are empowered, you are intrigued, and that you are excited. And the reason why I do this is so I could travel more. So in a month, I'm actually working with 4 cities in Europe, which I'm really excited about. Thank you. And it's been through, I cold pitch, guys. Cold pitch these tourism places. That's why this might be next year's class, Vanessa. Once I'm back, and then because when working with these cities, I'd rather do the full, like the reporting, what was I able to offer them, what they offered me. And I'm just excited. So it started with, I want to go 1 month to Europe. Let's see what I can get, kind of a thing. And it's been awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Feuza, for sharing so many resources, so many details. And now we're going to start focusing on making money with our blogs using affiliate marketing, and also thinking of what is the buyer's intent.
Yes.
So
buyer's
we can
intent.
create the
Yes.
right affiliate marketing and
Yes.
SEO words
Best carry-ons for 1 month trips to Europe.
Yes,
I need that blog post right now, because I'm like suffering with this idea of like, I don't think I can do it. Because
but then you create it for us.
Yeah.
And then that also works,
awesome.
right?
Well, thank you guys. Don't forget my little contest. Definitely tag Stay 22, tag me. And if you have any questions, I'm just going to send the form one more time. It's because it's all the way up there for those of you that are interested in Stay 22. And also, Vanessa, if we could send the form in the replay of those who were not, because I know we had like 60 people sign up, those who are not able to attend tonight or are catching the replay.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again so much.
You're welcome.
And everyone also who's going to watch the replay in our YouTube channel, thank you so much for watching it. And looking forward to bringing more experts to share with you their knowledge, and joining us in the next one. Thank you so much, Feuza, again.
Yes, and let's get out there.
Money.
Yes. Awesome. Gracias.